guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
Here we are, the two of us.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, prepping out for our weekend over here. We're recording this on a Friday afternoon.
Yep, bank holiday weekend.
Bank holiday weekend.
Which we only found out this week, didn't we?
We did.
Forgot all
Yeah.
about it.
Everyone was talking and went, hang on a minute, Monday, we're not even here.
Yes, this is what I'm doing Monday, blah, 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 blah. We're not in. But anyway.
Yeah, that was a catastrophic mistake.
It was really, yeah. At work.
This is catastrophic worker mistakes caught on camera.
Right.
Yeah, some people, I mean, it shouldn't be... I mean, I'm just looking at this big dump truck here, and that's huge.
Yeah, you do.
You know?
You look at some of these and you think, what were you thinking? Sort of thing. It's like, obviously, something that you don't do.
Certain machinery, some people shouldn't be operating it.
Yeah.
No, they've not had the full training, but let's see what this is.
I think certain countries don't care, though, do they?
Just get the job done, innit?
Absolutely, yeah.
Catastrophic worker mistakes caught on camera. Let's go.
From a massive dump truck in Russia that accidentally ran into some power lines, and an overinflated tire in China that had its worker doing flips, to a dump truck that was carrying too much weight for its own good, and much more. Here are 5 catastrophic worker mistakes caught on camera. Blokes is a Belarusian automobile company known for making some of the biggest trucks in the world. Their largest vehicle, the Blokes 75710, stands about 26 feet tall, 32 feet wide, and 67 feet long. As you can imagine, trucks that big need to be careful around high voltage lines. This Russian driver didn't get that message.
Jeez. Wow. This lunch was warm.
From what we can gather, the truck had broken down and was being towed over a railroad crossing. It touched one of the high voltage lines, which led to a full body electrocution. Thankfully, nobody was in the truck when it went up in flames. They're lucky nobody was standing near the tire explosion either. Each of those tires is about 13 feet tall and can weigh up to 5 tons. They also cost about $60,000 each.
That's a beast of a machine, that, isn't it?
That is absolutely huge.
I mean, you look where the stop sign is, like, I don't know, on the, what's it, to give you, like, a scale of, like, I don't know, where the height and all that kind of stuff. That's just a monster machine, that.
But what were the tyres then? 13 feet?
13 feet, yeah. It's massive, isn't it?
Try explaining this mistake to your boss. Every year, dozens of people are seriously injured while inflating their tires. The scary part is it can happen unexpectedly. You don't think you're overinflating the tire, then kaboom! According to AAA, the real culprit is wear and tear. Driving on underinflated tires can damage the rubber. Then, if you accidentally overinflate it, the damaged exterior can trigger an explosion. This repair shop worker learned that lesson the hard way on April 15th of 2014. Keep your eye on the man toward the top of your screen.
I really hate inflating tyres.
Yeah.
For this reason, because I know if they go, it's so dangerous. It's just like a massive explosion.
I think commercial tyres are more, more problematic, I would say, than your car.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's,
They have a lot more pressure in as well, the commercial ones, don't they, in general? But
I imagine it's an easy mistake to make as well.
But can be.
All he's doing is filling up a tire, which should have been a routine job. Then, tragedy strikes. The tire explodes, sending him flying onto his back. Debris falls all around him, and the tire nearly lands on his leg. Thankfully, he gets up and walks it off. His right arm isn't feeling too great, though. Something similar happened at an auto body shop in China. This time, workers were dealing with a larger truck tire when a freak blowout sent one of them flipping through the air.
That's mad, that, isn't it?
Yeah, so dangerous, that.
Let's see that again in slow motion. This guy's lucky the tire didn't explode while his face was right next to it. Look how far the tire flies after it explodes. If the blast doesn't get you, the flying tire might. Hey, do yourself a favor and regularly check your air pressure. Never drive on underinflated tires, and fully inspect the tire before filling it with air. Doing so might save your life. It was September 30th of 2009. A dump truck driver arrived for what should have been a simple job. All he had to do was empty the back and drive away. Let's see how he manages to mess this up. Two guys watch as the back begins to lift. Dirt pours out and all seems normal. You can see where there are two distinct piles in the truck. When the first one collapses, it throws off the weight distribution. The truck leans right and then topples into the water. But hey, at least they got most of the dirt out. Dump trucks rely on hydraulic rams near the cab and a hinge near the rear to operate. The next workplace disaster shows what happens when those rams are under too much stress. Once again, all seems fine as our driver climbs into the cab, but whatever he's trying to lift must be way too heavy. It reaches the very top and then snaps at the bottom. The bed comes crashing down, causing the truck to bounce. Maybe next time, they'll inspect the hydraulics before trying to lift something so heavy.
That'll put the shits up, yeah. That slamming down like that.
Oh, yeah, just a bit. It could be totally unexpected though as well. So it could be absolutely terrifying. Because he wouldn't be looking at it either, would he? Obviously, the cab would be blocked off.
Yeah. You just did a boom and then the bouncing around.
What's happened?
On the small island of Palawan in the Philippines, you'll find the town of Sofronio Española. It's a rather new town, having been established under 30 years ago. That means there are plenty of new buildings, stores, and even giant water towers. Back on October 24th of 2021, crews on this job worked all day to move a massive water storage tank into place. Using a crane, they slowly inch it closer and closer to its final destination. Things were going fine at first, but someone must have miscalculated along the way, because this crane clearly wasn't up for the job.
Doesn't look big enough, does it? Just doesn't look big enough.
Kinakabit po sa taas. Ito po ang aming tangke, ikinakabit sa kanyang lalagyan.
There it goes.
Ay! Ay! Diyos ko! Ay! Aray ko po! Diyos ko po!
Dear me.
It didn't look nothing, that. I don't.
Ang kuryente!
It's hard to tell what that weighs, just by looking at a water tank, what it's made out of and everything, but that crane didn't look nowhere near enough.
It didn't look substantial enough, did it? It just thought if it, the boom out, if it goes out a bit too far, it's just not going to.
That looks to me like a crane that's used just to move sort of like shift-like materials around. Small
I don't think it's been tested. It's just thought that crane will do. It's tall, so
right.
No, not at all.
Ate Tess!
Say the crane experts here.
Ang kuryente sa na fuse niyan! Sa! Dick! Hala, ang kuryente!
Seeing a water tower collapse like this, you'd think it was a demolition or something. But this was the complete opposite. This was a brand new installation, and unfortunately, it was just a little bit too heavy. The crane clearly could not support the weight, and it came crashing down through the hospital roof. Thankfully, though, the facilities were closed for construction, so nobody was inside when the water tower destroyed the building. Somebody definitely lost their job over this one. If you're into old artifacts, look no further than the Dallas Museum of Art. They have over 24,000 pieces on display, some dating back to 3000 BC. But some pieces are more modern, like the giant red sculpture on the front lawn. It's called Ave by Mark de Suvera, and it
Broken crane.
What's part about that crane? That's what I was just going to say. Looks a bit of that crane that fell off.
That's where they got the inspiration from, I'm guessing.
What's that?
It's been sitting on the South Lawn since 1973. Then, in April of 2015, it was nearly destroyed during this catastrophic crane accident. The museum was preparing for an upcoming event on the South Lawn. The crane's job was to lift the white beams behind the sculpture so they could set up a tent. But going over the structure proved to be a little awkward. The distance threw off the counterweight, and the back of the crane began rising off the ground. It starts falling, but the workers on the ground have no idea. Thankfully, the crane lands on the museum's roof instead of the sculpture or anybody below. It caused some minor damage to the outside and didn't harm anything precious on the interior.
Wow.
If you enjoyed this video and want...
That surprises me that somewhere in the States to get a mistake like that, you know, with the counterweight and everything, because normally with the angle, trajectory, that's exactly what they do normally, isn't it?
Yeah,
do an assessment on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the spreader beams are supposed to be used on that kind of lift and things like that.
Yeah, right.
You know, so you've got 2 points of lifting, you know, across the top.
Yeah.
But it's like that looked like it had enough.
It did, yeah.
To go at, yeah.
Yeah, because it was just lifting like a frame, was it? So you think, shouldn't be too bad, that really. But
yeah, it looked like enough. But like you said, you know, you'll get countries like the USA, mistakes like that shouldn't really be made. But
not at all. No, no. I mean, normally,
you can understand it in other countries.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but normally in the, in like modern societies, they tend to get things sorted out before, and don't they? They know the weight that they're lifting, and they know the exact angle, the counterweight that they need for it. And but
I'm not sure about a piece of art though, neither.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not convinced by it. No. But if they like it, that's fine.
Someone likes it, obviously. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.